now, live. This is NBC5 News at 10.
More modern medicine tonight. Doctors have reinvented the facelift using a needle and thread.
Patients look young without ever going under the knife. Tonight, NBC5's Carol Wang shows you a medical breakthrough with results you've just got to see.
I don't want to look like my mother.
Julia Owen wants to shave the years off her jowls and sagging skin, but without a knife.
I didn't like the idea of getting cut from ear to ear.
Which is why ThreadLift sounds so perfect to her. An in-office procedure that Sean Wolf says has made her eyes look like they did in her 30s.
They were like, oh my goodness, you look 10 years younger underneath your eyes. And I was like, oh, maybe 7 years.
It's not quite as drastic as a full facelift, but about 50 to 70% of what you can achieve with a full facelift.
Surgical thread creates a support system for the deep tissue of the face, with local anesthesia and almost no pain.
I think a bee sting is worse.
We're not making an incision, we're just using a needle to insert the thread, create a loop around the deep structures of the tissue, lift the tissue, lock the suture, and bury it.
Once the thread is pulled to achieve the lift, it's knotted behind the ears or in the scalp.
If it's pulled a little tight, they can loosen it. If you don't like it at all, they can clip it, and then you're back to where you were before.
And in 30 minutes, the $1,500 procedure is done.
It doesn't take very long, and it doesn't hurt.
30 minutes.
Except for temporary swelling, bruising, and gathered skin, results are immediate.
I have a chin, I have a jawline. I see myself a long time ago.
A truer reflection of who she is and how she feels today. Carol Wang, NBC5, Fort Worth.
The ThreadLift's effects are supposed to last 3 to 5 years.
News 8 starts now.
Well, millions of us would like to look a little younger and a little better, but don't like the price or risk of major surgery.
And now a cutting-edge procedure without the cutting edge can make it all happen. Channel 8's medical reporter Janet St. James joins us with her special report. Janet?
And who among us hasn't, pulled our eyebrows up a little bit or our cheeks in the mirror to see what a little lift might look like? Now there's a way to get that little tuck without the nip of a knife. Millions of people don't need to be a beauty queen. Like Judy Davis, they just don't want to look their age.
Just a more rested look, not such a sad look. I don't feel sad. I feel happy.
Are you feeling any pain?
Not at all.
Not ready for a facelift. Davis is instead undergoing a thread lift.
And we're passing our first thread.
Using only a needle and suturing thread, doctors create a loop under the skin, essentially harnessing the droop and pulling it tighter.
It's not quite a facelift, but it's getting close. About 50% of what you can expect with a facelift.
And without the risk of invasive surgery or anesthesia. It works on cheeks, brows, and jowls. Though initially it can be pretty obvious where the skin was tightened.
This gathering remains and always dissipates completely within 3 weeks with mild massage.
Unlike a facelift, which can take hours in surgery and cost upwards of $20,000, the thread lift takes less than an hour and costs between $2,000 to $5,000. Results are instant.
Brows look fantastical.
Mild swelling and bruising typically last only a few days. Less than a week after a thread lift, the 59-year-old is thrilled with what she sees.
The jowls are gone. The saggingness here it's totally gone.
Now Judy Davis says she definitely looks younger than her age. She looks good, doesn't she? Yes. Thread lift works best on people with mild to moderate sagging. Results last 2 to 5 years. But remember, this is cosmetic surgery, not covered by insurance. Links on WFAA.com to this procedure and where you can find a doctor performing thread lift.
And relatively inexpensive. So what happens when those sags come back 5 years down the line?
Well, there's a bonus here. Doctors can go back and just tighten up the loop to get rid of the droop, or if for some reason the patient just doesn't like the difference, the doctor can simply snip the thread and take the thread lift out.
Wow, that's incredible. I can see like movie stars doing this for pictures and things like that.
It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.